pipe eye is a welcome alternative to humans inspecting dangerous tunnels. After all, nobody really wants to climb into a dark, confined space to check for cracks or leaks. This little robot, however, does not complain. With LiDAR and proximity sensors on board, it takes images, videos, and even 3D scans, giving the workers outside a realistic picture of any possible damage. For example, in culverts under highways. The 6 wheels are connected to the body in such a way that he can be lowered or lifted up depending on the need. And with them, he can also get quite fast. Interestingly, such a device makes inspections more frequent. In theory, this keeps public structures like culverts in better condition, and less public funds will be needed for any fixes. The next steps, according to the company who developed it, is to make it autonomous. Then, the pipe eye could drive around on its own and have AI check the data for possible cracks and inconsistencies, almost without human help. The prominent shape in the middle of this vessel is called a turntable, and it does exactly what it looks like, rotating to provide power cable as it is laid on the seafloor. These cables, found connecting offshore wind turbines to each other, can get impressively large, up to 20 centimeters thick, sometimes weighing over 100 kilograms a meter. This weight alone creates the need for some true heavy lifting ability, up to 5 tons at once. Of course, cable to charge a smartphone doesn't have to be 20 centimeters thick, so why the need for reinforced cables here? Well, safety for one. Salt water especially can be quite damaging to, well, anything. And the thick armor also helps with insulation. Less signal is lost on long distances. By the way, later, when all the wind turbines are connected, a special cable is laid by the same vessel, connecting the offshore farm with the onshore station. This time, it has to be buried using a special plow. Sure, normal excavators are quite fascinating, but how about one that can do this? 4 independent wheels on bendable hydraulic legs make this machine suitable for work in mountains or on other crazy slopes that would leave other operators scratching their head. There are also plenty of accessories available, and so the Menzi Muck 545 can perform excavation work, cut into rock, and help with drilling and demolition. A notable example is work on ski slopes, in which case a helicopter transports it to the site and work begins. The entire machine weighs about 10 tons and gets to a speed of 15 km per hour. Arrived at the site, it performs work comparable to a 20-ton excavator, according to the manufacturer. People understandably ask about how much harder it is to operate compared to a traditional model, to which the answer is straightforward. The manufacturer offers special classes. That's a good thing, considering the slope. Who knows what might happen to the operator if he performs a wrong movement. Making road marking work 10 times more efficient. A bold claim from the manufacturer of this machine. But the videos look promising. Instead of applying speed numbers, special signs or arrows manually with a team of workers, just one person can get the job done in a fraction of the time using the stimograph. This sign here, for example, 3 minutes instead of the usual 30. By dripping the material in small dots rather than creating a full surface, these signs have a texture, meaning they are also more visible in bad weather, do not get slippery, and they make a sound when a car drives on them, potentially helping tired drivers stay awake. Where there are large machines and/or high speeds, there are bound to be rubber marks on the asphalt, on airport runways, for example, or on racetracks. The Twister, a powerful machine with a fun yet somehow fitting name, makes quick work of them. Here is how it works. Water is being blasted at the dirt with high pressure, up to 3,500 bars, just slightly lower than water jet cutting machines. Then that same water, now containing the dissolved dirt, is immediately sucked off, leaving the surface almost dry after cleaning. It does get quite dirty too. To give you an example, after one plane landing, there can be up to 7 kilograms of rubber abrasions left on the runway. Cleaning up to 5,000 square metre in an hour, this process does not damage the asphalt at all. In fact, it even restores the original traction, as can be read in a reference letter from the Nürburgring, a famous German Grand Prix track after the company had cleaned its road. In the US alone, there are thousands of lawsuits between neighbours every year, all dealing with trees on adjacent properties. How many do you think could be easily solved using this machine? Called Tree Spade, they have been around for quite some years now, with the very first one patented in 1961, a lucky year for any landscaper who had to do it manually up until then. While the working mechanism is simple to understand, it's worthwhile visualizing the immense power that is needed to just pull out a tree out of the earth like that. The 100D model, for example, lifts trees weighing 9 tons, equivalent to a fully adult elephant. There are, of course, also smaller models available. You can see them a lot at tree farms. And if you're thinking of getting one for yourself, get ready to spend upwards of several $1,000s. Don't forget to subscribe to Unstoppable Gadgets. And if you want to see some cool inventions that might keep you safe someday, click on the screen for the next video.